loaded question, which could be, a series in its own. The main reasons for the first revolt.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, the reasons for the outbreak of the first revolt depend on who you ask, right? Meaning which scholars you ask today. And that largely depends on their evaluation of the literary sources that we have, which is primarily Josephus. And also, I mean, just like everything else, the way scholars approach things is colored by their own, personal background and perceptions. So, I mean, I don't have a lot of dogs in this fight. I'm an archaeologist, not an historian, so I'm more interested in the material remains. But I do think that, it's like everything else. The situation was complex, and I don't think you can boil it down to one or even two or three reasons. There must have been a lot of different reasons. And I think that we can, among other things, name Roman maladministration. I think the Romans did not understand how to effectively govern this particular territory, which had a population that was, different and had sensitivities that they didn't understand. During Herod's reign, he managed to eliminate, meaning murder, a lot of the most capable successors of his and members of the Hasmonean family, who would have been sort of the natural leaders of the Jewish population. We also know that within the Jewish population in this period, there were a lot of different sectarian divisions and tensions. We hear about the Pharisees, Sadducees, Essenes, Jesus's movement. There were also tensions between different parts of the country, Galileans versus Judeans or Samaritans or whatever, between Jews and Gentiles, right? So I think there was a whole sort of, mixture of events. Some scholars, sort of take this scenario going all the way back, through the first century CE. Some see the events as more sort of developing later in the first century CE. But I just think that it was a complex situation, and I think that probably all of the above were factors.